I just try to be the best I can be, like be the best cartoon, right? You want to break down some doors and then bring people in with you. But the people you bring in with you, man, they got to be on the same mind frame, you know what I mean? But hey, I love it, man. I can't complain. I go through most of the day, we're laughing, we're clowning, we're drawing, we're painting, and, we love it.
Today's interview is with an artist that's merged Chicano culture and sports for the past 3 decades, creating a mutually beneficial relationship. Today's interview is with Mr. Cartoon. My name is David Iriart. I'm a journalist and sports fan that grew up along the US-Mexico border. During this series, I'll be interviewing young Latinos who are making football a more diverse and inclusive game. This is Footprint. First of all, Mr. Cartoon, thank you for taking the time out of your day to sit down and chat with us. Your style is unique, it's known around the world. How did you shape this style? How did you create it?
Growing up in LA, I grew up in the harbor area. It hadn't been polished yet. It was still raw. A lot of it was coming from the jail system. I embraced it. I loved it. It seemed to balance out all the other things that were crazy in the neighborhood. So out of that comes this beautiful art form, that has drama, it has comedy, it has tragedy. I mixed the Cholo, Pachuco style art from the 60s and 70s, and I mixed it with New York graffiti art and tried to stir it up my way and put it out there.
How do you think this sort of sense of the Latino community and the sense of the football community kind of mixed together?
That might be even stronger than religion, out here. Guys get their teams tattooed on them. I know guys from Southern California that are infatuated with the Steelers, the black and gold. And then other teams will rock, Chargers, tattoo bolts on the side of their head, Pretty crazy. People are really dedicated.
You've worked with basically every big team out of LA. How does that collaboration start? Do they approach you? Do you approach them? How does that project get going?
Usually they approach us. If you're in this industry long enough and you position yourself in a certain place, eventually they'll come knocking, But for us, it's important that we really put out something we believe in and a good product, It's surreal sometimes when you see your artwork on the field or you see it, on a helmet or something like that. It's pretty crazy.
How have you seen the Latino culture change from when you started out to today?
I think it's a beautiful time for Latino artists, to be alive, blowing up worldwide. Some of the best artists are coming out now. I can't even keep track of these kids' names. Fucking phenomenal.
Do you think that some of the stigma of the Mexican American art or the Chicano art has been kind of removed now and it's becoming more mainstream?
It's out of our control. You know what I mean? It's just out of our control. So we might as well represent it the best way we can. Keep it classy, keep it real, and they're pushing real hard. So you got to come with it. Your work's got to be fire. You got to be dope.
Where would you like to see the Latino community in the next 5 to 10 years?
I would like to see Chicano Latino community grow up and grow into something to where more of us are in professional sports. Even if it's not on the field, a lot of us are behind the scenes. So we're doing it, man. It's just everyone needs to help each other, keep focused. Do these what me and you are doing right now. We're just building and sharing ideas and talking and motivating, hopefully inspiring someone that might be listening to this to help put that pain through your art, put it through music, put it through sport, help somebody else out along the way. Stop being so selfish, stop tripping, keep practicing, practice. Then you get bored, practice more.
What do you think the role of Latinos and Mexican Americans and Chicanos is in the US today, and how has that changed in the past 20, 30 years that you've noticed?
We were born on this side of the line. This is Aslan as far as we're concerned, you know what I mean? Ownership changed, but we haven't. We're still right here. So I just think that we all got to stick together and help each other and push each other forward and keep doing what we're doing, man. We get a lot of love. Like together, we can just keep climbing up. You know, there's a lot of, you know, adversity, you know, out there. We got to work it out. We got to, you know, we got to figure out how to have compassion for one another. At the end of the day, it's not how many toys we collected, but what we gave away, who we helped.